Kostecki on the front row of the grid. Alongside him is Feeney. Second row of the grid is Brown. 15,000 horsepower. The supercar echo across the state of Tasmania once again sounds fantastic. And the cars roar the life on the run over 1 and 2. And Kostecki hangs on, but he runs wide on a cold tyre. Feeney was displaced. I think Brown has managed to grab him, and he has. That was an important and critical move right at that moment. And have a look at the crazy charge up to 4 on lap 1.
And Brodie Kostecki escorted Brock Feeney wide, which was the perfect ingredient for Will Brown to get by. So that's how it happened. Nice presence of mind. So Brock Feeney's come from the front row now, and he's back in 6th spot.
Beautiful start by the pole man. He's got some fresh air. People looking to make moves early on the cold tyres up the inside at turn 6. Feeney trying to recover, and off the road is Van Gisbergen straight into the wall. Did he do it on his own, or was he escorted? Big contact with the wall.
I would say that there's contact there, similar to what Courtney had yesterday, Neil.
Speed cam at turns 2 and 3. We're looking at Van Gisbergen. He's on the radio saying we're out. So that'll be pretty heavy damage on the right front corner of that car as Fullwood looks to go up the outside at turn 4. And it's got steering arm damage and front suspension damage. He's going to try and drag it back into the pit lane, but that's going to be game over for Van Gisbergen.
Gee, that's actually made contact with the fence down there quite hard, Neil. And when it went off, immediately when you and I saw that, we thought, gee, that's going fast. It exited going very quickly. So it was probably slightly further around the corner. And it doesn't take very much in terms of wheel-to-wheel contact there to fire off. So he's only made the end of the pit lane. And I don't know whether they'll drag the safety car out as a consequence, because if someone has to get their car serviced in that end of the pit lane, I'm not sure whether they can access the pit lane properly. I'll have to just work that one out.
Now, in all the kerfuffle, Cam Hill here is doing a mega job, Mark. He's sitting up in 3rd spot, Jack LeBrock in 4th spot, then Feeney. But how's this for Cam Hill? Carrera Cup champion from a couple of years ago, Dunlop Super 2 last year, best result in supercar competition yesterday, and here he is at the sharp end of town.
Yep, doing a great job, absolutely superb job. And it's not luck. We've said all weekend they've been very, very consistent. In fact, outside of the Coca-Cola Camaros, the truck assist Camaros have been next best. They've been very good.
David Reynolds in the lane, and I've heard on the grapevine that it might be a flat tyre for Reynolds, so has he been involved in some contact down there? Right rear corner for the Penrite entry. Margins very tight between Kostecki and Brown. Very different lines up here, and in fact, Will's actually got an excellent exit off 4. And is he going to get a side draft benefit here? They're going to argue the case. He goes the long way around the outside. He's going to take the lead. Will Brown's taken the lead from his teammate out of 4, round the outside at 5. So here's the start replay. And Brodie wasn't the fastest starter, but he had the primary position when he got down there. Will Brown actually made the best start. And you made the point, Mark, about how Brodie helped the cause down here. This is the view from Brock Feeney, who's about to be challenged by Will Brown when they get down here. Look how complex it is to get to turn 2. So he's on the wrong side. There's just metal underneath him. He can't make it evaporate. And all of a sudden he finds himself displaced by 1 position. Make that 2. And that's how quickly it all unfolds.
This is the craziness. Look at that. That's 3 abreast going in there. Oh, I didn't see that spin earlier. So that's Heimgartner. So that was clumsy because he tried to turn back the other side. Oh, how about that one too? That was Anton Di Pasquale. This is David Reynolds, and that's why it's got a puncture.
Right.
So I thought these two things might have been connected. So there he's wide, and then that's the contact.
Right.
So that's the puncture, and then off the road.
Right rear corner. And it's sent 97 off the track at high speed. You heard the thud in the background. Here we go, Van Gisbergen's point of view. Oh!
Here we go. It Will's running a little bit wide this time, and this will probably position Brodie up high enough to get an overlap. So that the key is getting the overlap, and he's done that. And actually, Will's given the throttle a breath there and come back in behind him.
I was going to say, I'd be just pulling it short shift there, just to make that a little easier and not give away too much advantage. Now, Will Brown in, Will Davison in behind him.
Fine. Come across, come across. You can put on the brake as it goes up. Yeah, nice.
Beautiful.
It'll be clear when we drop. It'll be clear when we drop.
A little bit of a glitch on the right rear then, just a little glitch.
On the right rear, not too bad.
Yeah, that was slow.
Just watch your button, I'll get it.
Now, does he get in front? No, he doesn't. So, as you can see, those two cars come in line of stern. They also leave like that. Maybe Will gained a little bit.
Showing 4.3 for Will Brown. And Will Davison a 3-seconder. It's only a couple of car lengths that separates you from a trophy in this 11th race of the championship. And you've got to try and produce a miracle here. You're hoping that you've got something in reserve and that Will makes a tiny mistake, but the level of operation with these guys is they tend not to make them. But that's how close it is now on this final lap. Feeney's got a margin of 2 seconds now. He can afford to relax and Mostert racy with Davison. Thought about it, shallow line, hasn't quite worked out.
He's done a good job, but Neil.
He's done a brilliant job this afternoon, Chaz Mostert, up 7 positions. But what has been ultra impressive this afternoon is the drive from this young man. 20 years of age, and he stitches together his 3rd victory of 2023. Brock Feeney has done a beautiful job today. Tight in the second bunch. Sparkle in those eyes.
Team Sunday.